Johnathon Thurston is one of the greatest players to ever play rugby league. He is a highly accomplished player, playing for Australia, Queensland, and in over 300 NRL games. But it didn't start off too good for him, as many clubs kept rejecting him because he was too small. This is the story of Johnathon Thurston. Johnathon Thurston was born on the 25th of April 1983 in Brisbane, Queensland. He started playing junior rugby league for the South Sunnybank Club when he was very young. At the age of 12, Thurston signed a scholarship to the South Queensland Crushers. He would move to Toowoomba and would go to school at St Mary's College. While playing rugby league, he also played rugby union for the school, and the Toowoomba Rugby League's all-white club. While Thurston was a talented standout at club level at 18 years old, no NRL team were willing to sign him. The clubs just kept saying he was too small. The clubs weren't even willing to take him for free. Eventually, Thurston's manager would negotiate with the Bulldogs, and in the 2001 season, they signed him. With Thurston eventually getting his opportunity, he was selected to play for the Queensland under-19 side that year. Thurston made his NRL debut in round 13 of the 2002 season, playing off the bench as the Bulldogs beat the Panthers 28-24. Thurston would score his first try in round 21 against his future club, the North Queensland Cowboys. Thurston played 7 games in the 2002 season, and in 2003 he played 15 games, scoring 4 tries. And in 2004, Thurston was a part of the Bulldogs Premiership winning team that beat the Roosters 16-13. Thurston played off the bench, replacing the injured Steve Price. When Thurston came to Sydney, Price helped, housed, and mentored him, and Thurston would give him his Premiership ring as a thank you. It was also his final year at the Bulldogs, as he signed with the Cowboys for the 2005 season. Thurston played 7 matches and scored 4 tries. In 2005, Thurston would have a great first season for the Cowboys. He cemented himself in the starting side, swapping between halfback and 5'8" throughout the year. He also played for Queensland in all 3 State of Origin games. Thurston was voted Players Player in the first game of the series, as he helped Queensland win the game 24-20. The Cowboys also went to play in the grand final, and Thurston had his chance at winning back-to-back premierships. Unfortunately, the Cowboys lost to the West Tigers 30-16. Thurston would play a total of 26 matches, scoring 5 tries, kicking 28 goals and 2 field goals this season. Additionally, he was awarded the Dally M Medal as Player of the Year and Halfback of the Year. Truly a great first season for the Cowboys, and the start of a legendary career. In 2006, Thurston started the year with a hat-trick in the Cowboys' 36-4 win against the Brisbane Broncos in round 1. On the 5th of May, he would make his international debut, playing for Australia in the Anzac Test match as they beat New Zealand 50-12. He played in all 3 State of Origin games, and in the Prime Minister's 13 later in the year. Thurston would dislocate his knee in round 20, and the Cowboys would suffer without him, and they missed out on the finals by 1 spot, placing 9th on the ladder. Thurston made the Australian squad for the Tri-Nations tournament. He finished the year playing 17 games for the Cowboys, scoring 11 tries and kicking 49 goals. In 2007, Thurston would become captain of the Cowboys. He once again had a great season, playing for Australia in the Anzac Test match and in all 3 State of Origin games, and leading the Cowboys all the way to the preliminary final, 1 game shy of the grand final, only to lose to Manly 6-28. Even though he didn't win the premiership, it was still a very successful year for Thurston, winning the Dally M Medal as Player of the Year and Halfback of the Year. He also played in 25 matches, scoring 10 tries and kicking 78 goals this season. During the off-season of 2008, he had to undergo 2 shoulder reconstructions and made a surprise return in round 1, as he was expected to be out until round 5 of the 2008 season. In round 3 of the year, he would play his 100th NRL game. He would also play for Australia and Queensland in the State of Origin again. He received the Wally Lewis Medal as Player of the Series. While Thurston's year was going good, he didn't have the same success with the Cowboys, as they went on a 15-game losing streak. Thurston played in 17 matches, scoring 4 tries and kicking 39 goals for the Cowboys. And at the end of the season, he played for Australia in the Rugby League World Cup. In 2009, once again, Thurston played in the Anzac Test match for Australia, and played in all 3 games of the State of Origin series. While he was front runner to receive the Dally M Medal, he was beaten late in the season by Jarryd Hayne. However, he was still named Halfback of the Year. Thurston would play for the Cowboys in 23 games, scoring 11 tries and kicking 79 goals. After the regular season, he played for Australia in the Prime Minister's 13 and the Four Nations tournament. At the start of 2010, Thurston captained the Indigenous All-Stars in their 16-12 win and was named man of the match, winning the Preston Campbell medal. He played in all of the Origin series again and was awarded man of the match for the first game, giving him his third man of the match award in an Origin game. In round 18, he would play his 150th NRL game. He finished the season for the Cowboys, playing in 17 matches, scoring 2 tries, kicking 43 goals and 1 field goal. Thurston didn't play in the last few rounds of the year due to an ankle injury and missed out in the 2010 Four Nations. In 2011, Thurston began by playing in the Indigenous All-Stars and played in the Anzac Test match in all 3 State of Origins again. In Game 3 of the series, he would suffer a knee injury and would return to play in round 23 of the season. The Cowboys would make the finals this year, only to lose in the first week, 24-8 to Manly. Thurston played in 19 matches, scoring 10 tries, kicking 61 goals during the season. At the end of the year, he played in the Four Nations for Australia, as Australia won the tournament. In 2012, once again, Thurston played in the Indigenous All-Stars for Australia in the Anzac Test match, all 3 State of Origin games, and lead the Cowboys into the final series. This time, they made the semi-finals, but lost to Manly, 22-12. This game would spark some controversy, as the try was awarded to Manly after it appeared that a Manly player had knocked the ball on. Thurston played 24 matches, scoring 3 tries, kicking 90 goals, and 1 field goal for the Cowboys this season. He was also named 5'8" of the year. In 2013, he signed the biggest money deal in rugby league history at the time, signing to the Cowboys for a 4-year contract worth $5 million. He's come a long way from when no club wanted to take him for free. And once again, Thurston played in the Indigenous All-Stars, the Anzac Test match, and all 3 State of Origins, and the Rugby League World Cup at the end of the year. The Cowboys made the finals again. This time they lost to the Sharks by 2 points, 20-18. And for the second year in a row, there was more controversy, as the Sharks would score a try off a 7-tackle set. Thurston played in 22 matches, scoring 2 tries, kicking 71 goals and 1 field goal for the Cowboys this season. He was also awarded the 5'8" of the year, and at the end of the year, he played for Australia in the World Cup again. Thurston's dominant form continued in 2014, and once again played in all the State of Origin series, the Anzac Test match, and took the Cowboys to the final series, this time making the semi-finals, where they versed the Sydney Roosters. The Cowboys were down 30-0 and fought their way back into the game, as it went to the dying minutes, where the Roosters were winning 31-30. Thurston would score a try. However, the try was disallowed due to a knock-on. This knock-on was another controversial call for the 3rd year in a row, which would cost the Cowboys from winning the match. Thurston would win the Dally M Player of the Year and the 5'8" of the Year award, playing in 24 matches, scoring 11 tries, kicking 93 goals and 4 field goals. The 2015 season was similar to the rest for Thurston. He played in all the representative games he could, and took the Cowboys once again to the final series, this time all the way to the famous grand final. The Cowboys were losing to the Broncos 16-12, and in the final minute, the winger Kyle Felt scored a try in the corner to even the game up. Thurston then had a kick to win the Premiership, but his conversion had hit the post, taking the game to extra time. And from the kickoff, Ben Hunt would knock the ball on, giving the Cowboys prime possession. Thurston would kick the field goal, winning the game for the Cowboys, giving them their first ever premiership. Thurston was given the Clive Churchill Medal as man of the match. He also won the Dally M Medal as player of the year, the halfback of the year, and the captain of the year. He played in 24 matches, scoring 4 tries, kicking 93 goals and 6 field goals for the Cowboys this year. 2016 started with the World Club Series, as the Cowboys beat Leeds 38-4. He played in all 3 State of Origin games again, and played for Australia in the Anzac Test match. He also led the Cowboys to another finals. This time they fell short 1 game shy of the grand final, losing to the Sharks 23-20. He played 24 games, scoring 2 tries, kicking 91 goals, and 1 field goal for the Cowboys. At the end of the year, he played for Australia again in the Four Nations. The 2017 season was rough for Thurston, as he would suffer from injury throughout the year. Playing in the Anzac Test match, he picked up a shoulder injury, that put him out of action for 8 weeks, but would return to play in round 14 as the Cowboys beat the Eels 32-6. Thurston was fit to play in the second Origin game and played as Queensland won the game 18-16. However, he would pick up a season-ending shoulder injury, leaving him on the sidelines for the rest of the year. Thurston played 7 games this year, scoring 2 tries, kicking 26 goals for the Cowboys. In 2018, Thurston returned to the field for the Cowboys at the beginning of the season to play his 300th NRL game in round 1 against the Sharks. The Cowboys didn't have the best season, finishing 13th on the ladder. Thurston would play in his final game against the Gold Coast Titans, winning the game 30-26. Thurston would play his final year in the NRL, playing in 24 games, scoring 3 tries and kicking 83 goals. In Johnathon Thurston's NRL career, he played a total of 323 games, scoring 90 tries and kicking 923 goals, and he now works for the media. Thurston was one of the greatest players to ever play the game. Despite his setbacks at the beginning of his career, he had a career that will be remembered forever, and he will possibly become an immortal of the game.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I regularly post videos like this one, and if you want to watch another one, click the video on screen.